Do you have low standards for the types of entertainment you consume? Do you score highly on the white trash spectrum? And is it still real to you, damn it? If you said yes to those three questions, then a career in pro wrestling journalism may be perfect for you. Welcome to Planning Your Future, where I, Jim Huss, will help educate you about having a happy and productive future. A career in pro wrestling journalism is the perfect industry for mentally unstable individuals that are overly obsessed with pro wrestling. Pro wrestling is a unique form of art. I almost got through saying that with a straight face. We're supposed athletes that can't cut it in real sports and actors that have a snowball's chance in hell of making it in Hollywood pretend to fight. One would be correct in assuming that fans of such a genre would only be able to communicate with grunts and low-pitched howls, but a small minority of these slack-jawed mouth breathers have evolved to the ability to read, and it is for these select few pond swimmers where a pro wrestling journalist is needed. Pro wrestling journalism is a job that will keep you busy. Back in the old days, there were only 5 or so hours of wrestling to watch each week, but between WWE having over 10 hours of content each week, plus content made by Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground, and other organizations, you will be busy all week watching shaved men covered in body oil engage in imaginary hostilities. Because a pro wrestling journalist has to watch so much content and then write or video blog about it, your personal life may begin to suffer. I'm not trying to scare anyone out of the industry, but the number one complaint of journalists entering the industry is that it takes a while to get used to pleasuring themselves less than 8 times a day. But all will not be lost. You will be so busy watching these D-level celebrities impersonating an actual brawl that you won't even have time to engage in those wistful memories of that time your hot cousin hugged you a few seconds too long. You will have the distinct honor of being a real journalist for a fake sport. Other TV shows don't have deranged lunatics speculating why each and every storyline or event takes place, but those shows aren't pro wrestling. No one cares why Sofia Vergara was seen standing in each of her scenes in the last episode of Modern Family, but wrestling fans suffer from a Fantasyland level of psychosis, where they think real-life events carry over into the homoerotic soap opera that is pro wrestling. Writing about what you see on these shows will only be half of what you do. You will have to comb through hundreds of publicly accessible social media accounts, blogs, podcasts, and television show interviews to piece together wild theories like some sort of schizophrenic conspiracy theorist. In pro wrestling, everything happens for a reason. When John Cena headlines WrestleMania, the ignorant masses will believe it is because he is a talented wrestler that is even more talented on the microphone, a guy that sells tons of merchandise, and is an amazing brand ambassador. As a pro wrestling journalist, you know there's more to the story than that. You will have to do the real investigative work and take the testimonies of countless unnamed sources and eventually come to the conclusion that John Cena headlines WrestleMania because he has secretly been taking pictures of the buttholes of WWE management and is using them as some sort of Illuminati-style blackmail. And it just so happens to be a coincidence that he is the best overall talent in the choreographed fake fighting industry. If you have what it takes to put in countless hours for little or no money so you can publish semi-real stories about a fake sport, then a career in pro wrestling journalism might be the perfect fit for you. Until next time, I'm Jim Huss. That's a fact, Jack, and you can take it to the bank.